All right, it is time to get this party started. Thanks for joining us. Getting started a little bit late, but wanted to make sure that we get everything set. I just need to make sure I'm not hearing myself too. But joined by a few friends right now. I'm going to bring them up here in a little bit. But yeah, we're really just going to be hanging out and watching the new Buster token go live. We'll have some other friends joining us throughout the hour. First of all, let me make sure my volume sounds good. All right. Great. Now, yeah, so we've got a few people hanging out with us right now. We've got our marketing and community manager, Gary, aka Iron Maiden, hanging out. And then we've also got Max from Crypto Racers, formerly known as Base Racers. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them up. And yeah, we'll just kind of shoot the shit while we wait for, let's go this one. Yeah, while we wait for more people to join in. How's it going, Max? Gary? Hey, oh, looks like you may be muted, Max.
Hey, GM. How's it going, guys? Ready for this launch party, man? Let's get this party started.
Yeah, it's always fun, always stressful. Max, I don't know what's going on with your volume, but I am not hearing you. No, you're working fine just a minute ago while we're getting this thing started. So I guess if you want to just message us in the chat and see if you can't figure out what you got going on with your mic. But yeah, so let's see. I'm going to fill you in on a few things that'll be going on. We will be hanging out here for at least the next 3 hours. And it looks like Max dropped. Hopefully he comes back with a working microphone. So we're going to watch the token go live. We are going to share some news of some cool things that we have coming in the next few weeks and months. We are also going to be opening this stream up for anybody who wants to come and join and talk, maybe ask some questions. We've got a few different guests that are going to be stopping in over the course of the next few hours. But yeah, anything I'm missing, Gary? I've just been running around like crazy today. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
Yeah, I hear you on our end too. We've just been going crazy with the relaunch, but that's part of the journey, right? Why we're here, and bullish in not just Web3, but what we're building here at Driven Labo and Basebuster, right? With and today is the celebration of that, a culmination and also beginning of a new uh, I'll say era of, as you may know now, it's called Buster.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were ready for takeoff. And here we are, just waiting for a couple of guests to join us in a couple of minutes. I'm excited. I'm really excited. At the moment, I'm just sharing the space, sharing the live stream, chatting with the community down at the Labo, which is our Discord. And yeah, just ready for everyone to jump in, and also for all the giveaways and games that we have set up for today's stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited, bullish, and man, the markets are pumping. So what a beautiful
Yeah,
day.
it is a great day to be launching our token. And I mean, we've been working towards this for months now. And you never know what the market's going to look like on the day that you're ready to pull the trigger. And I think it's really fortunate that we've got some really good conditions for right now. So see if we can hear Max again. Are you there, Max?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Awesome.
What's up? What's up?
So
This is very exciting. I've never done a token launch on live stream, so kudos on that. That's pretty cool.
yeah, we like to take risks here. We like to have
I
fun.
like that. If you did this on Pump Fun, you could have gotten the airdrop.
Oh man, oh, now you tell me.
3% of 4 billion. That's nuts.
Jeez, yeah, that's crazy.
This is very exciting, though. I must admit, it's nice to
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm tired, but most of all, I'm just happy to be at this stage where we can get the new token up and running and have that behind us, so we can build out the rest of what we're planning. And we'll
Right.
work on some of those plans here over the course of the next couple hours. Again, I'm just going to reiterate: this is really going to be just a loose hangout. It is a party. We're not here to, put on a high production show. We're just having fun and watching the charts. Um, but
What a day to launch, though, man. Jeez.
I know,
Like literally any other day in the last 6 months would have been super shit.
yeah. Are you finally bullish, Max? You tend to be the most bearish person I know. Oh, that's right. You won't say it.
Let's not go there, dude. Let's not go there. It's looking good, though. It's looking good, I must admit. Uh, since Trump and basically since the Toshi Coinbase listing, this looks the most bullish that we've seen. But so long may it continue.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully it spills. Excuse me. Yeah, wrong pipe. Hopefully it spills over to our launch with people feeling euphoric about their bags pumping and rolling a little bit into Buster.
A launch is always good. A launch is good, and you're on a bullish launch now. People know you. People trust you. You've been around for a long time now. It's a bullish day to be doing this. So your timing is absolutely impeccable, and I think
Well,
I
I'd
think
like to
it'll
say that.
continue.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'd like to say we timed it this way to coincide with this green day. But I do not have a crystal ball and I don't know tarot cards. So, we do actually have somebody coming in a little bit who does play with crystal balls and tarot cards, I'm pretty sure. So maybe we'll get her input on it.
I think there have been other days in the last 6 months that have been bullish for a launch, but what's difficult then is to keep that going, right? Because ETH kind of tanks or doesn't follow through with what it's doing. So if ETH plays along here with you, and all this bullish news that's coming for ETH, and the amazing narratives that we've got at the moment for ETH, um, it bodes well for the new Buster launch.
I sure hope so. All right, just communicating with my dev who's on standby to flip the switch on Uniswap. So I'm letting him know we're just going to be a few minutes out. Also see that we've got almost 40 people viewing on X right now. We're also live streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I was unable to stream on Facebook because I got an error when I was getting this thing started, so had to boot me out and go back in again. But 3 out of the 4 is not bad, so got a pretty good audience starting to form here. I think I've got to do the obligatory. If you're hanging out with us for this launch party live stream, please, please, please share the space, bring in more people, all your friends, all your degens, all your family to come and hang out with us and watch as we launch the Buster token live here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. You can't be watching the stream and not sharing it. Get onto X, repost, retweet, share the link. Let's get people in the room here.
Yep. So up to 46 people now, not too shabby. Let's see. Let me just check a few things. I know we've got some other guests lined up. I honestly don't know what the max amount of guests that we can have here is. So we're going to test this out live.
I know with Restream that we've been using, you can do eight. So probably
Okay.
somewhere similar.
Yeah, I'm seeing up to 9 potentially, so that would not be bad. All right. So, where do we want to get started with? Well, I guess the first thing that we can do is let me go ahead and pull up our X account and I want to just show off a few things that we've been working on right here. Give me a minute. You're also going to see us down in the corner because I'm watching our own stream to see how many people are viewing. So bear with me there. But there's our stream.
Nice rebrand as well.
Thank you. Yeah. So you can see that we've got the brand new token image. We've rebranded the name from Base Buster to just Buster now. Just to be a little bit more broad, and I mean, while we're still building on Buster on Base for the long run, we wanted to really just make our brand stand out, so it wasn't so tied to Base. Although I think with the glasses, the being based is implied, so I don't think we need to say it. Actually, I think I need to rock these for the stream. And and then the new graphics up top. We've been really working hard to unify all of the design of everything. We were a little bit haphazard in the beginning, but as you can see, there's a really unified design coming out of our characters and the artwork and everything. So really just tightening everything up. And the other thing I think is worth mentioning is that the reason for the relaunch of the token, if you're not aware, we did launch the token about 7 months ago. And we decided that it didn't really meet our standards as far as the security and the features that we're going to need to build for the long run. It wasn't a bad contract. It just wasn't as dialed in as I would have liked. So we decided to go back to the drawing board, completely rewrite the contract from the ground up. And we also brought in Assure DeFi as our partner to help us to evaluate every aspect of it, from the tokenomics to our approach to rebranding everything, as well as handling our KYC and our our token audit. So we recently announced, I'm sure I'll find it here if I keep scrolling. Where'd it go? There we are.
Yeah.
So the token is fully audited and passed. So we have, ensured that we've got the level of security and review that we need to be able to build with this token for the long run. We've also gotten our KYC done. So, we are as legit as can possibly be. And we also have gone through the process of making sure that we are fully legal in the US and everything that we need to do because at the core of this project, we're working to bring the global car culture on chain, and our flagship product is an RWA platform where we're tokenizing ultra rare investment grade vehicles, which are housed in the US and so we need to make sure that if all our operations are here, that we're doing things as as compliantly as possible. So that's one reason why it took us quite some time between when we initially launched Buster and getting to this point now. Was we wanted to make sure we had everything buttoned up first, and then so we can launch from a really, really strong foundation.
Well, kudos on that. Like, not a lot of teams go through all of this effort. I mean, it makes total sense with what you guys are actually doing and implementing. So it's great to see. Well done. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Must have cost a pretty penny too.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. Also, just dealing with all of the legal research and filing and paperwork was just, oh my God, it's such a headache. But I'm so glad to have that behind me.
Nice. That's amazing. Well done.
Thank you. Hold on a second. Getting a message from my developer who's wanting to join, or I should say our assistant developer who's getting the token launched. He wants to join our Telegram group, and he says the link is expired. So I need to find that real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, everybody share the room, retweet, repost, get more people on the stream. Yeah, base is really the place for a project like this, I think, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, considering we're really heavily focused on onboarding the Web 2 community, the traditional automotive enthusiasts, we wanted to make sure that we were working on a network that has all of the back-end support, the UI UX pieces in place, easy onboarding, direct connection to trusted wallets, that sort of thing. And I think that Base is absolutely the place to be.
And also now with the new TBA wallet update thing that Base are doing, the timing really couldn't be better. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
everything's leveling up.
Absolutely. It's hard to see with these things on. Let's see. All right.
Have you been in Jesse's DMs at all?
We tried to get how should I say? We tried to get on his radar for a bit, but never quite worked. So hopefully now with us getting a little more traction, we'll finally get on his radar and get some communication going.
He responds if you DM him on Farcaster.
Okay, good to know. I'm also going to the On-Chain Summit next month, so I'm sure I'll have a chance to talk to him there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he's posted about it before, where he'll ignore DMs that come to him on X, and he'll respond. Obviously, he's trying to get people to use Farcaster. So if you DM, he and like, kudos to the man. He usually, he'll respond within hours. Yeah. So that I'll give respect for.
Yeah, he's a busy man. I don't envy his position.
No, he gets a lot of flack.
All right. So I think we're pretty much ready to go live. The plan was to launch 20 minutes ago. I think we'll give it just a few more minutes. We've just hit 101 viewers on X. Nice. So that is pretty good. What we're going to do is, as soon as we launch the token, we are going to post it on X. So you'll get the contract address and a link to the where you can swap or trade on Uniswap. We'll also be posting in our Discord and in our Telegram. So if you want to go and join raids, which I would love for you to do, please go join into our Telegram. That's where we're going to be hosting all of our raids. We've got a little bit of work to do to get it dialed in. I'll be completely honest, I was planning on just going fully on Discord. And then recently, within the last couple of days, we had some of our community members talk me into keeping our Telegram open to specifically focus on raids. So they talked me into it. And so we do have a little bit of, let's say, housekeeping to do over there. But over the course of the next couple hours, we'll get all of that stuff tidied up. So you'll get notifications of the buys as they come through, and also be able to run the raids over there. So
Telegram, you get people either love or hate Telegram, and they either love or hate Discord. It's good to cater for both. I'm a Telegram. I prefer Telegram myself. But actually, yeah, I'm not too fussed either way, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah, if you need that visual of the buys coming through, then I guess then Telegram is great. But otherwise, Discord's pretty good.
Yep. All right, Gary, are you all queued up to announce the token contract and the Uniswap link? Gary?
Indeed, I am. Indeed, I am. Just a little lagging on my end for the moment. That's why there was that pause. But yeah, for sure. So whenever you're ready, you give the go ahead. We post our announcement that our token is live.
All right, sounds good. The other thing I'm going to be doing live, and I might need some of you guys to kind of keep the party going while I'm doing it, is I'm actually going to be going into Dex Screener and Dex Tools and submitting the enhanced listings there while we're doing this. So I'm not just partying here; I'm also working at the same time. So hope you guys give me a little grace while we're getting this thing kicked off.
Yeah, if you're watching, and I was saying to Rex earlier that if you're watching and you haven't launched a token before, it literally feels like plugging into electricity, and there's just this energy I've never felt anywhere else, where it just kind of permeates through every fiber of your being. So it is, and then right after that, there's all the buys that come in, and then you got to do the Dex Screener, the Dex Tools. It's a lot flying at you all at once, and if you should close your DMs on your Telegram just for this period, because you'll have you have a flood of people hitting you up. So, and that can be really, really distracting.
Yeah, that's why I live in folders on Telegram. I don't even go to my all chats tab ever. Everything's just like, I'm in this folder, I'm in this folder.
It's fun.
Right. Cool. Well, I am going to give him the go ahead, and we're going to get this thing kicked off. Oh, I just fat fingered my keyboard. Oh, lost my camera. Weird. This thing tries to randomly connect to my phone every once in a while to do video from my phone. So don't know what's up with that. So anyway, all right, let me get back to him right now. Oh, were you just showing the Buster car?
Yeah, it's gonna need some touch up, I guess now.
Yeah.
A new car, I think, actually. Not overly impressed with the performance of the Supra.
No.
Well done for keeping on coming back to the streams, though.
That was fun. I was there to win, but I was also there to just have a lot of fun as well. All right, you guys ready? Oh, I'm nervous.
I can imagine.
All right, here we go. All right, just gave him the go-ahead. So we should see it here soon. I'm going to also share the chart directly from Uniswap for now, and then I'm going to be working on getting everything set up with Dex Screener and Dex Tools, so I can give you a much better view. We are also going to be getting this listed on, what is the name of it? I was just talking with him yesterday.
CoinGecko.
Definitive. It's a new, it's a, how do I describe it? It uses the token from the DEX from Uniswap, but it gives you all of the same features and interface and like advanced tools that you would use on a centralized exchange. So we'll have it available there as well.
Very cool.
Let me just refresh the page and see if we are live. Gary, I will let you know as soon as you can fire that out.
No problem. I'm ready for it.
All right.
I'm
awesome.
excited. I'm excited right now.
Oh,
Just for
look who we've got with
ahead.
us. I just noticed Lynn is in the house. How's it going?
Hiya, it's going awesome. How are y'all?
Doing great. You made it just in time for us to launch the LP. So I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. I also have a gift for you.
Oh, what's that?
Just we can do it later. You do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Then.
All
You
right.
do it. You do it.
All right. All right. Let me just do some refreshing, waiting to hear back from my dev. Oh, all right. We are live. Go ahead, Gary. Although, wait, hold on. Let's see. I want to just double check that the link we have for Uniswap is correct, because I'm not seeing any chart data, but my dev just sent me the LP pair.
Exciting.
I also was just notified that all of the existing holders have already been airdropped their tokens that they had before we took the snapshot and pulled liquidity to do this transition
Amazing.
to the new token. And he is in the process of locking the LP right now.
I feel
That's awesome.
Just waiting for the chart data to pull up so we can get the right link in there. Gary, are you still on standby?
Indeed, I am.
Okay. Bear with me for a second. Perhaps, I don't know why it's not showing from where I'm looking on Uniswap. I think we maybe need to do the pair address as opposed to the token address. So pull up Deck Screener real quick too. Go to base and find Buster. Where are you, Buster? Search new pairs. Gary, why don't you go ahead and post out the contract address, and then we will follow up or edit that post with the Uniswap address. I just want to make sure that we've got the right one in there, but I also want people to be able to start trading right away.
Sure. I'll post the contract address at the moment.
Does the contract address end in EA3C?
It does. Just pulling it up now. Here we go. All right, we have a chart and we have a big green candle. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
All right, that is what I like to see. We got greens.
that's amazing.
There we go, that's better.
Bless you, ETH.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We are up already 39%.
Oh shit, that thing is flying, dude. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart though. Whoa, let's go. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
15 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute here.
Yeah, 1 minute is very sexy.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're up. I think we launched at was it a $200,000 market cap? So getting lots of little buys in. Not bad. Oh, we even had a half an ETH
You've had a
buy.
you've had a couple big buys. What? Holy shit! What was that?
Yeah,
That's a
that's nice.
$8,000 buy. What the?
$8,000. Of
Holy
course, people are going
snap!
to sell into the giant green candles to be expected.
It is a
Like,
trader's market.
I think it's time to rock these again.
This is super fun doing it with the live stream, man.
Yeah,
This is cool.
just checking a few things on my end.
Let's go. This is awesome.
Then in just a second, I'm going to hop over and start to work on the DEX tools and DEX screener listing. Just checking some things out.
Shit, I didn't get my butt up in time. Nice, keep it going. Damn, dude, there's some big buys. This is great. Lots of confidence in the project. It's amazing to see. Good going.
Thank you.
Dude, 1 mil tonight. I mean, I don't know what time it is there for you, but it's night here.
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the afternoon for me. Let's see, just double checking, making sure that our tax system is working properly. Actually, haven't seen any in the chart here, any tax cells. So check the contract real quick.
Huh. Looking good.
That is a good looking chart.
Yes, sir.
Just looking for my tax info. Where are you? Don't want to be missing out on taxes to help us, fund the project. Gary, how are we looking over on X right now?
Hey there. Yeah, at the moment right now, I'm just chit-chatting here with some of the community members joining the stream, having questions such as where's the contract address, which I just shared.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they're loving the chart.
Yeah.
And
Looking good.
yeah, so at the moment, I'm quite also in Discord posting and chatting with the community also in regards going live and
Mhm.
yeah, launching. So here we go, ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep those green candles coming. Also, just realized that we've got Mr. Max Gaines here with us, who's probably been hanging out behind the scenes for a little bit. I didn't see him down below the fold. It's Josh, our Director of Vehicle Operations.
Howdy.
Thanks for joining us.
We're off to the races.
We are indeed. So, let's see. Wish I could see directly and hear how many viewers we've got on X. Can anybody tell? I'd have to navigate away from the chart here.
Well, we got over 310 viewers, I guess, on X.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty good. Just got to do all my checks, make sure everything's working as intended. Feel free to have a conversation without me while I'm handling some of this stuff. Maybe Josh, if you want to share a little bit about what you've got going on over at RevHard, and start to maybe even show people around the shop there with all the cars.
Yeah, are we able to do a split screen at all, or is it just because I don't want to navigate away from the chart?
Oh, that's right. We've got the chart pulled up, so don't want to navigate away from that.
I do not know. This is
How do we want to do that? I could probably pull them up both up. Let's see what I can do to make some adjustments here. Yep. Yeah, we
Are
may
you
have
still
to
on
wait.
the 1 minute?
I am on the 1 minute, yeah. So, 309 market cap.
I just got busted on Buster. I'm so excited. Ah.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, getting some green candles back in here. Get some good looking buys too. What I'm trying to do is make sure everything's working with our tax handling. And there we go.
Yo, Rex, I'm gonna bounce. Good luck with the rest of the stream,
Yeah,
and congrats on a great launch.
yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you joining in, and hopefully you'll get the races up and going again soon, so we can go and hopefully kick everybody else's asses with our car. Oh, I have to show you real quick. You probably can't see it, but maybe we can get this as our next car. It's a Nissan R390 GT1. This is their launch
nice.
car. There's only like 2 of them made. I think that would be pretty rad. Plus, it's blue.
Yeah, you send it to me and I'll make a car. You'll have to come race with us on Abstract though.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
All right, congrats on the launch, bro. Looking
All right,
great.
thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Mac.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, just getting back to my developer right now. Tell me, how's that chart looking? I can't see it right now.
We're at 144 purchases, get some good volume. We're at 336 on the market cap. Headed back in the green direction. Looks like some initial trading to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great launch. just getting started. I think this iteration and the team that we've got behind us is awesome this time. And I guess that segues me into what we're doing here. You can see me in the little screen, but I'm here at RevHard headquarters. Again, responsible for helping secure some of these cars. I'll just give you a quick tour in the little screen. So this is the office here. Got Luke back there. Awesome salesperson. Some cool trinkets from our trips to Japan. It seems like whenever I go, I always spend a lot of money on toys like a child. In here, we got the main shop.
Ooh.
Some fun cars. So this car here is a TRD Toyota Chaser. It's a JZX 100 platform. They only made like 1,500 of those. You have a Toyota Aristo, which is basically a Supra in a suit. Has the 2JZ motor, nice wheels lowered. Most of the cars we keep in stock are in the lower price point. We do have some other cool rare cars. This one here is a 4-door Nissan Skyline, something that would probably be qualified for our collection. They only made 412 of these. It's actually stamped with the R series badging instead of ER34 VIN. It's a BNR 34 VIN. Nissan made factory stamping for the wide body rear, and they put the full R33 drivetrain in there. They only made it for the 40th anniversary, so that's super rare. And then coming out into the hot sunlight here, got another slew of cars out here. In the back there, you can see the Patrol Alex is looking at, some Celsiors. So we keep about 20, 25 cars in stock. Most of our business comes by way of importing. We have teams in Japan, Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Australia, New Zealand, pretty much all over the world. And we've been doing this. I've been in this racket for about, I don't know, since 1999. I used to import Honda parts when we couldn't get the full cars. I worked in the car dealership world for, I don't know, 10 or 15 years learning the business of the car world. And then there's basically a free trade agreement that anything under 25 can't come in. So now that the cars have aged out to 25 plus, I took my Japan experience and my car dealership experience, plugged them together, and we've been cranking at this since 2018. Sold some pretty unique vehicles, some pretty rare R34s, RWB wide body Porsches, a lot of one-off stuff. I don't know if I can share it, but I guess we have the chart coming up. But if you look at our Facebook, there's a purple 34 that just came in. That's really nice. I'm completely done with the Amore factory. And so, yeah, that's my role here, is to make sure we have cool stuff to add to the collection. A little bit later, Alex will share our Ferrari video. As you guys already know, we have Paul Walker's 360 Modena. Everyone has their tomato way of saying that. It's a pretty cool car. We recently got to showcase at the Slush Motorsports Festival, which is really cool. Had a Ken Mary Skyline out there. It's like a 70s car. It's kind of like a Nova, but it's the Skyline. So yeah, we're plugged in deep, and we have a lot of connections in the Japan world, and we look forward, and we're really excited to add some pieces of history to our collection.
Yeah. And you've got the connections for sure to get some of the best cars out there.
Hi.
Yeah, it's exciting. We've got some big plans for the next cars that we're bringing in after the Ferrari. We'll show the Ferrari here in a little bit. Got a video queued up for you. And then, the plan, my hope is that we will be getting an R34 GTR in Bayside Blue, and maybe we can do some sort of deal with Base or Coinbase to do a co-branded Bayside Blue R34 GTR V-Spec. Those things, you can't go wrong. They're one of the most valuable and desired JDM cars in the world. So yeah, that's my hope. But also, it is to a degree up to the community of token holders to decide. So whenever we want to bring in a new car, we're going to put that out as a proposal to the community of Buster token holders, and they will decide based off of the data that we provide which ones they want to pull the trigger on. So it's very much a community effort to build what will eventually be the world's largest community-owned car collection.
And not only that, Alex, like, we talk about, once the cars are acquired, the voting power of token holdership also lets us, through the community, decide what we do with the car, whether that be accessories or restoration work, how many miles a year we drive it, what events we participate in, how the car gets spotlighted, whether it be through like YouTuber exposure or other exposures, get a car popular enough to sell some t-shirts and merch. And then, we have XYZ car in the collection, and one of the owners knows the market really well and times it out and says, hey guys, this might be the best time to unload this or best time to pick this up. So from the time we purchase the car and select it through the time it goes and exits, the community is going to be fully involved in that process and actively engaged in their investment. And so it's a pretty cool, exciting philosophy that I'm really happy to be a part of.
Yeah, it's a really unique take on RWA. So much RWA is just about holding the fractional share of the asset and getting access to the you call it the or getting exposure to the value of the underlying asset. But in our case, you're actually a legitimate co-owner of the cars, and that gives you a lot of benefits and perks to manage the vehicle with your community of co-owners to be able to do VIP events with the car and come down to our facility and even drive it in certain situations. So we've got a lot of really great things planned for our community of co-owners, and Base Buster is how this all starts, or I should say Buster. It is now the Buster token, no longer Base Buster. Yeah, Buster is the ecosystem token. It powers everything else underneath it. We bring in cars that are then tokenized, and then you can buy, sell, trade shares of the individual vehicles and control that sub-DAO that owns that car through your holdings of the vehicle shares. And the Ferrari's shares are known as the RS1 tokens. So it stands for rare spec. And then they're numbered sequentially. So the second car that we bring in will be RS2 and so on. And eventually we will have, the Buster community will be in charge of a very elite, like high echelon collection of incredible one-of-a-kind cars.
And not only that, Alex, the cars themselves are a great hedge. When I started in 2018, I've got my first R32 for like 23 grand. Now that car is worth 55. A couple of years back, we helped a customer buy one of the rare spec R34s. It's called the V-Spec 2 Nerd. And at the time, that was just under 300. Now that car is worth 500. And so based on the limited supply of these vehicles left and the increased demand, they seem to be a very good hedge over time as well. And so it helps to balance it out. I mean, I think a lot of the cars in my collection have outperformed my meme portfolio quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I think you could at least outperform the S&P 500 with cars.
100%.
And if you're looking at over the course of various meme coin plays, chances are you're going to be in better shape investing in in one of these vehicles than you are trying to like throw your chips down in the casino of meme coins. Because I don't know about you, but for the most part, I'm down in my meme coin trading.
Well, one of the other topics that's pretty popular and obviously a congruent theme is the power of the community for whatever project it is, right?
Mhm.
And naturally, outside of what we do digitally or in the real world, the car community naturally is very, very strong. Like, for example, here in Colorado, we have a group called the Colorado Skyline Owners Groups, and I've been able to forge a lot of friendships just by owning the same car. So the community itself is kind of already built in here, and that's what's exciting about the token is the flexibility that it lets us do. We've done some podcasts on this and covered this topic, but early in the car upgrading days of the internet, we were subject to bulletin board style posts for community information, which then migrated into Facebook groups. And then to bring it full circle, we brought it back into a Discord format where you still get the same searchability and functionality of like an old bulletin board as far as the repository of information, but it allows us to add the communication element to it and fun features like an AI chatbot where you can ask it a question on what parts I need or how to repair it, and it gives you the full spiel on what to do, part numbers, like for all the automotive people that know this, but some that don't, there's things called torque specs. Like if you're putting a motor together, you have to have it torqued down to a specific spec. And so all these little details that are kind of hard to find because these cars are from Japan can all be centralized into one area, easily searchable. So again, the community of cars itself is already natural, and then we're bringing all of the digital elements to strengthen that. So the community is built in, and the Buster token is a great way to tie all that in.
Exactly. Speaking of which, I'm working on getting the enhanced token listing set up right now. Also seeing that we had a pretty good green candle here. We're coming back up. We had that, that first pump that you always see where it comes up and comes back down 80% or so. Now we're heading into that second wave. Want to see this thing just keep ratcheting up over the next few hours. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, let me interject real quick. Somebody kept saying that they want to see more of the tour of the garage. They want to see more cars. So just bringing that up here to Max.
Yeah. In a little bit, I'll send you at full screen. In fact, maybe because I don't think we need to sit here and look at the chart the whole time. I can bring you up full screen while I'm working on the getting the enhanced listings going.
Perfect.
So let's go ahead and see if I can put you in the driver's seat. There you are.
What's up? All right, I'll do
right.
this again full screen. So this is our immediate office, some trinkets from Japan. Show this in more detail. So we got these model kits here. Let's see if I can get this. These model kits, I buy a lot of these, and then also these scale model cars from Japan. I bring 2 suitcases so I can fill these back up. Kind of a diehard. In the garage here, here this would have been a Toyota 4Runner. In Japan, it's called the Hilux Surf. This is a different model because it has a diesel motor and it's manual, so it's pretty rare. Everyone's kind of familiar with the Lexus IS. In Japan, it's called the Altezza. And if you've been in car modding for a while, you'll remember the craze of the Altezza taillight. This was first popular on this car, then they made it for the Honda Prelude, and then before you knew it, we had it for every car. So back here, this is called the Toyota Chaser. It's the JZX 100 platform. This one here is the TRD edition. It has a nice front lip. In the back, let me get this cleaned up. Has this unique wing, and they only made about 1,500 of those. Back here, we have let's see if I can adjust this better. It's called the AE111 Toyota 11 Corolla. Sorry, it's hard to get the angle on my laptop. Kind of shaky. So this car is Toyota's answer to the Integra. It's a 1.6 liter nimble car. I'll pop the hood on this and show you guys. So the fun part about this car, it's fun and peppy, and it has the individual throttle bodies on the motor. Over here, a lot of cult classic favorites for people is the Subaru GC8 platform. This is the Subaru WRX Impreza. And then again, this is the four-door GTR. Most of the four-door Skylines had like a flush rear end. And this one here has the wide body. So Nissan factory stamped this from the factory to make only 416 cars. It's pretty rare. One of my favorite parts about this car is it has rear bucket seats. I don't know if you guys can see that. The details they thought of back in the 90s, it's pretty insane. This here is called the Toyota Aristo. Here would have been a GS Lexus. This one has a unique body kit on it. This is the 326 power kit. Again, this has clear taillights. This I call it a Toyota Supra in a suit. Everyone remembers from the Fast and Furious 2JZ, no shit. That's what this is, 2JZ, no shit.
Ooh.
And so, and then I'll show you, see if I can do this. Hop on the share. There's some vehicles that we have consigned that we don't have on site. So this is our website. This shot here was taken at the top of the Hoconi Turnpike. We had.
Wait. You're not screen sharing yet.
Oh, hold on. I got you.
There we go. So this first shot you see was taken live from the top of the Hakone Turnpike. It's a popular curvy mountain road destination in Japan. You can see Mount Fuji here in the background. Caught it on the perfect day with the quintessential cloud. So these are some R34 Skylines. We had at the time, I don't know, maybe 8 people that had these cars purchased and stored in Japan. And you can see by the license plates on them, we were able to keep them legal through their Shocken inspection. And so a group of us took these cars. We went to an event at Fuji Speedway called R's Meeting. It's where everyone in Japan who loves Skylines gets together. Outside of the cars you just saw, you know, here's that Levin that I showed you. Here's this Chaser I showed you. We have a S2000 out back. It's right-hand drive. The Honda kids love the right-hand drive. Here's this better picture of that Aristo I talked about. This here is a R33 Skyline that we have for sale. Skylines are probably one of our biggest sellers. This one here has a lot of modifications, and it's done in what they call an OEM Plus style. So they kept the factory original style look, but just added some fun bits to it. Something that we commonly do here. So like, yeah, this is the build list on it. You can see by all of the parts that they've done, this is put some love into it. And so that's what we mostly concentrate on, is trying to make sure that we keep the car's heritage alive. Let's see. Alex, are you able to load our Facebook link from the chat there?
I can, but I'm in the process of getting us listed on Dex Tools. So
Let me not interrupt you. Let me figure this out.
okay.
Here, hold on. Which one? I'll do it.
I'm not sure if you're on. Let me see if I can just do this real quick.
Or maybe link to it directly from there. I think you have a link to your Facebook on your homepage, right?
Yeah, I just don't know if I have to be logged in.
Hmm.
Isn't it the Facebook/Rev card, that one?
Oops, there we go. Let me see if this loads. Okay, yeah, so let me just share a different tab. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you, Lynn, for sharing that link. And by the way, the community is saying that they want to see more of that skyline.
Well, I'm about to show another one that's really cool. Let's see if this loads up. Do you see it in the queue, Alex?
Sorry, hold on. I'm doing something else.
Or if you want to share it. The one I'm trying to share right now is the one that says 34 showcase at the end of it. It's the Facebook link /16H7Y.
Sorry, you talking to me?
I'm talking to whoever has the ability.
There we go.
There you go. So this is a car that we just had the pleasure of bringing in. This is a Midnight Purple 3 R34 GTR. This car is super special. In Japan, they have a tuning division of Nissan. Obviously, you guys know Nismo, maybe, or maybe not. And under the Nismo banner, they have a shop called the Amori Factory, and that's where they make a lot of the parts and do a lot of the maintenance. These wheels come from the Amori Factory. They're called LMGT4s. The hood on this car you see with the vents and the faired out fenders and the bumper is what you call a Z-tune. And so in addition to the Z-tune kit, it also has an Amori Factory built fine spec motor. This is a motor they would have assembled in the Amori Factory and installed there. You see the carbon intake tubes here, the carbon air box. You see the Nismo air filter. This car has a lot of very unique features. So this is cars that we would have. Oops, looks like they let me use so much before that. So yeah, and then, let's see if they'll let me show this. Okay. So going back to the community aspect of everything.
Nope, don't want to show that. You let me know when you're ready to share it.
Yeah, let me see if I can log in real quick without giving away the business. I'm using a different browser than I normally use. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'll have to come back to that. So in addition to selling the cars, we do a lot of content. Let me mute this. See if I can share this. See if that comes up. Is everyone ever able to see that or no?
No, Rex needs to do the thing.
Sorry.
He needs to push a button.
Button pressed.
You should host someone else.
That's true. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay then.
Can anyone hear this?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're good.
Driving these cars is something that you don't really understand it until you do it. To me, it's just a beautiful symphony of, sounds and being with nature, especially here in Colorado. These hatches are very underrated to me. They are very powerful for what they are. I want to say that. This SR20 DET with the ITVs is, to me, even though it's the first SR20, it's to me one of the best. I mean, taking apart the S15, SR20, that is, right? But yeah, it's good. It's a good all-around car, even for a daily, I would think. And just driving up the mountains with this, and just the sheer, all-wheel drive, a Tesla on these. Being in this car and seeing all the scenery, pass you by, it's as if you were in a movie. Like, you think that because you're there, you can do whatever the hell you want. With this car being so rare right now at this point in time, I just kind of feel blessed just to be able to do that,
So again, we're full culture, make a lot of videos, share the experience. So this is the type of experience that we want to share with everybody else. And if you go to our YouTube page, you can see our videos on some of the cars that we restored. You can see the RWB Porsche that we brought in. There's some more R34s that we've done work on. Our website is revhardmotors.com. We're at revhardmotors on most platforms. Our Instagram's pretty active. There's some fun stuff you can see on there. We just did a cool, so I grew up with parents who rode Harley Davidsons, and they used to always do what they call a poker run. They go to, I don't know if it's safe, but they went to 5 bars on a
Probably not.
And in each bar, they would get a card. And after the 5th spot, the person with the best hand won. And so we mirrored that with the right-hand drive. So we just got together 2 weekends ago and started at my shop, went to another couple shops, couple spots to take pictures. Let's see if I can share that. Here in Colorado, the scene is pretty heavy. We're network with a lot of people in Puerto Rico. The scene's pretty heavy. Let's see if I can just share this real quick. I'll give you guys a kind of an idea. If they'll let me. Let me share this tab. Alex, if you could give me the nod.
Yep. What are you trying to share? Oh, there it is. I see it just popped up.
So this is pictures from up in the beautiful Rocky Mountains. You can see we had about 35 cars here this day. It's an S15. This is a Nissan Pulsar, like the ones in that video we showed you, but a newer model. This is a 4-door Skyline. Supras, Stages, and there's about 35 cars there cruising through the mountains. And so we have a lot of fun with the community. And that's basically it. So in the last, I don't know, I think we're on our 8th year now, built a strong community. We have some good owner groups. And the friendships and bonds that we've been able to make just by owning some of these same cars and helping people get their dream cars has become a passion. People ask me what I do for a living, and I tell them I'm in the brain damage business. Because when you're dealing with 25-year-old cars, there's always something to fix, something to address. Colorado has become a lot more like California recently with our emissions process. And so that Altezza that you saw back there is here to get emissions work. So we take care of the community front to back from the time we import the car or when you purchase it. We support the community with parts and support and shop work. We do community events to make sure everyone has a good time with the cars. And that's what we're embodying into this project, is just further enhancing the car community with a way to intrinsically add value to it. For all those out there on the stream or everyone on X, I'm sure you played some video games and spent hours and hours on Gran Turismo, putting in for parts to build your car. And up until now, there was no way to capitalize on that. Whereas now in some of these games, you can build these cars, sell them as NFTs, and all that time and effort rewarded is just now getting tokenized and become something of actual value. So we're really excited about that aspect of this. Is back in the old bulletin boards, there was guys on there who spent hours and hours documenting things for everyone to share for free. And now with, with the Buster token and things like that, we can use this information as a community and then see some real intrinsic value from it. And that's kind of my background in a nutshell. I'm a true diehard enthusiast. I've been doing this since '98. My first trip to Japan was in 2001. I got to see Tokyo Auto Salon at the peak of everything in the '90s. I got to see the Mines R34 new. On a recent trip, I got to see that car again years later, refurbished for the R's meeting. And so I've been on this journey for a long time, and I just love helping people out. And I look forward to adding to our collection and just adding value to this project however I can. So that's me, Josh. I'm at RevHardMotors.com. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer, but I'm excited to see where this goes and watch this chart. I know Alex is busy getting our tools set up, and that's the part of this project. I've been a part of a couple of these, and really happy to be part of this team, so thank you.
Yeah, I think what you shared really shows how deep we are in the culture and the community. And that's something that I think people should see as being really bullish, because we are legitimately trying to bring the car culture on chain through RWA, tokenizing vehicles, but also through having the Buster token being something that becomes sort of a ubiquitous value, value asset within the community, where people are tipping each other at car shows in Buster. You can buy oil change services, or pay for somebody to come help you work on your car in Buster, and have it be more about the culture and the community. Yes, there's obviously an aspect of speculation and the fun of trading, but this is really a long-term project that's we're going to use our deep roots in the culture to get Buster in the hands of the entire community.
Facts.
Am I allowed to share something?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so what was it, like a week or so ago now? I don't know. I've lost track of time, and I've been sick for like 3 weeks or something. In New York, so the creators went to NFT NYC, and I did an interview with Rex. And so I edited a piece of that interview, and that's my surprise to you.
Awesome.
I have a clip ready.
All right, cool. See if you can share that.
Yep.
Our project is set up as a DAO. It's actually sort of a DAO ecosystem, or nested DAOs. So you have the top level driven foundation DAO, and that is managed by the Buster token holders. And then each car underneath that has its own separate sub DAO. So if you hold shares of that car, you have direct influence on what is done with that car. But on the collection selection side, let's say, and I didn't mean to rhyme there, it just came out that way.
It was beautiful. I love it when Dr. Seuss. That's what I call it. I'm like, oh, I'm Dr. Seuss right now. Perfect.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So the way that works is we will, every time we are ready to bring a new car into our collection, we will put it out to the community to vote on which car. So we'll have maybe a selection of 3, maybe 5 different cars that we're looking at, and the Buster token holders can then vote on which one we decide to go with. One of the things that we're looking at doing for the second car that we add to the collection is actually, and we haven't nailed this down, but I think it's something that it might be a lot of fun, is to release the second vehicle shares before we get the car. So let's say we set a budget of $500,000 for the second car in our collection. We could then propose one car that is the full $500,000, and we're getting just a crazy car. We could do one that's $400,000, and that leaves $100,000 in the treasury for us to do cool things with, like hire a videographer and create a bunch of content
you
around
mean
the
me?
car.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Tell me more about me. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Yeah. So there might be a budget there for you, and really make it kind of open ended for the community to determine how they want to go about bringing in these cars and what exactly they want to do with them. A large part of what we're offering isn't just this is a fractional share of a car. It is that, but it's also, cars are meant to be driven. They're meant to be, they're meant to be used. And we plan on using all of these cars for creating content, creating one-of-a-kind experiences, taking them to shows, turning them into sort of an IP in and of themselves, where like we would have, have them added to video games or turned into merchandise.
So tell me about the 3 keys.
Sort of a de facto pre-sale for both the Buster tokens, our ecosystem token, as well as the shares of Paul Walker's Ferrari. So when you buy a key, you're getting both at the same time. And then it also acts as sort of a VIP pass for everything else that we're doing for the lifetime of the project. So it's way more than just a pre-sale. It's really sort of like a VIP pass to the entire ecosystem. And so we've got a certain allocation set aside of the Buster tokens for the purchasers of the keys. And then for the shares of the Ferrari, what we may end up doing if we don't sell out of all of the keys before then, before we launch the public sale of the Ferrari shares, what we'll probably do is anybody who purchases the keys after that point will then get an allocation of the next car that we have lined up to add to it.
But we need to coin the term getting busted on Buster, because I feel like I was kind of clever with that one while being
that is
in
yours.
Discord.
All yours.
All mine. I'm going to trademark it. I want to get busted on Buster because I'm a nerd.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that turned out so good.
Thank you. I've been working hard on that one because I wanted to get it. I wanted to have at least one clip ready for today out of that 45-minute interview, but I'll be editing more.
Nice. Can't wait to see the whole thing. But yeah, that was a nice little taste of the various things that we talked about.
We talked about a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just trying to get this damn Telegram link. It's the one I keep putting in for Dex Screener and Dex Tools. Has to be formatted a certain way, and that doesn't like the way it's formatted. So getting held up on this Telegram link. Let's see. We have any other videos that we can share right now, while we're kind of getting some stuff ironed out on the back end here?
Not I. I brought one to the table. That's all I have time for. Sorry.
It's all right. Let's see what I can do real quick.
You want to put the Ferrari video up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just looking for that.
Yes.
All right, we've got 3 that we can show. 2 of them are a little on the shorter side, and then the one that's sort of the real big reveal. Let's go ahead and show this one. See if that wants to come up. Where'd it go? I don't think it liked that. Let's try this again. I was just informed we have 652 live listeners. That's pretty impressive. Because I had another video queued in here, it was not working. So let's try this now. Why do you not want to play? Yours worked just fine, Lynn. I don't know why mine's not working.
Are you sharing the video itself?
Yeah, I can pull up a video
Drop
file.
Drop it in your browser.
Oh, smart.
I am a little bit of smart.
Let's see if I can do this.
I may have streamed once or twice before. I don't know.
Oh, let's bring it back here. Close you. Bring you up. There it is. All right.
Okay, wait. Now you have to pause.
Yes.
Redo the share, but do it by tab, not window.
Okay. I get you. I get you. Let me take this off real quick. Bear with me.
We're bearing. We're here. We're excitedly waiting for the car. The car. Nice.
That's not the one. That was my music I was playing at the beginning. All right. Screen. Tab. There it is. We got it now.
All right, guys, here she is, the first member of our collection, the Ferrari 360 Modena. Just came here off the transport truck. We're excited to introduce this to you. I'm Josh with Driven Labo and Driven Vehicles, and this is our first piece of the collection. We will be offering a car collection that will be tokenized. We will have a media company, Driven Culture. So we're excited to bring you along this journey. This is our first look at this car. This particular car was Paul Walker's part of his collection. So personal cars, a lot of history wrapped up in here. As you can see, we have a little bit of a warehouse going on with some JDM classics. And yeah, we're excited to offer this to be a tokenized car. So as you can see, she's a little bit dirty, fresh from the transport. We got some stains and spillage going on here, but overall, this thing's in really nice condition. Some interesting quirks. You can tell this is the gated 6-speed, coveted. I think there's only like 469 of those made. Some unique features I'm noticing right off the bat. These seats here don't seem to be factory. We have some Alcantara dash going on. I haven't seen that at 360 yet. We got the Ferrari badge up front, and then down here, just to know you, it's an extra Ferrari. We have another Ferrari badge back down here. A lot of these cars were garage queens, just kept away, tucked away. You could tell this one has been driven. We have a little bit of rock chips down here, some nicks and dings. So as part of what we do, we're going to be bringing this up to what I guess you could call driven spec, fixing the dings, making sure that all the little touches and details are of quality nature. Some of the plans that we're thinking about doing are, upgrading the wheels, maybe doing a body kit. Of course, all of the modifications that we do, we'll keep the factory parts. Everything can be put back to normal. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us in this video. I'm gonna get this bad boy off the detail. Next time you see it, she'll be all pretty and clean. Stay tuned, we got more.
And there it is. That's the 360 Modena that was owned by Paul Walker and is going to be the first one in our tokenized collection.
So pretty. And if I recall correctly, I was promised to ride in that thing.
Oh yeah, you definitely will.
Okay, I'm just bringing that back, just so everyone.
Oh, I haven't forgotten.
Oh, of course not, because I'm not going to let you forget.
And got some other videos I can queue up here in just a moment. But I think one thing worth mentioning too is one of the utilities of the Buster token is it gets you earlier access, front of line access to all of the cars that we offer in the platform. So the more tokens you hold, the earlier you'll be able to get access to the vehicle in the VIP presale or in the general presale before it is publicly available to everybody in the app.
Nice.
So definitely a benefit to stacking that Buster.
You had a whale come in earlier,
Did we?
didn't you?
I've been looking at the charts. It looks like we had a few big buys.
Right? Like earlier when you were sharing the chart? Wasn't there
Oh yeah.
one bought in?
Yeah, we had somebody that bought like $8,000 worth.
Yeah.
I'm sure they took some profits by now. But yeah, our charts, kind of leveling out, and I think probably, as they say, consolidating, and we'll see it hit a new push here soon. But overall, we are, let's see, we're up 77% off of the launch price, so not a bad start for the day.
Nice.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and get this next video in here. All right. As Josh mentioned in that last video, when he got it, it was a little dirty from a cross-country trek. So this is just a nice little look at them getting it all detailed. And while that's happening, I'm going to step away to use the restroom. So I will be right back.
You have 4 minutes.
right, just a little nice little teaser of the Ferrari right there.
That was a fun watch.
Yeah, it is a beautiful car.
Yes.
All right. Let's take a look at this chart real quick. We'll go ahead and pull it up. So as you can see, we're still getting some trading going on here, getting some good little buys coming in, and I think this is pretty much to be expected with a lot of tokens. You get that big pump at first, then you see some consolidation before it finds a new floor. So if you're watching, let's see some green candles, people. Let's get that momentum rolling again. I'm still trying to sort out this issue with the Telegram link. Show you real quick what the heck is going on here. So when I put in Telegram, let me go grab that link real quick. So I'm getting this error that says invite links are not allowed. It needs to be like this. Anybody know what that issue might be? If you're watching and you do know why my it's coming in as an invite link and needs to be something different, please let me know, because
Which
I'm
one
not
are
sure.
you grabbing? When you're in Telegram,
Mhm.
what is your process of grabbing the link?
I go to so I can go to like either the view group info or the manage group, and I've got so I've got manage group. I've got invite links, and then the default invite link. So yeah, I just grab the default invite link, and then it's all I have access to. I'm not seeing one that's formatted any differently than that.
Is the group public or private?
It's public.
Yeah, because the way I've set it up in the past is you have a public group that has the spam bot in it that sends them to the private group. Is that how this one is, or you just set the one group?
It's just the one. They come in and I think they like verify or something.
Interesting.
I'm not the biggest user of Telegram, so I'm not necessarily the right person to know about that.
What if you just use their format of the https t.me/ and then the group name and see if that works? I do have an appointment coming in that I got to get ready for. This is still a live production environment over here, guys. Pretty stoked about this process. Thank you letting me share who I am and what we're doing, and super successful launch. And I look forward to seeing where this goes. Alex, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. And I think your suggestion may have worked. It's weird. It's showing a really old version of the logo when you first go in there, so I might have to change that, figure out how to do it. But I think that might just work.
Bam.
Good man. People are going to show up and be like, "What is this logo?" But that's all right. All right, so we will get this Here, just a second.
Yeah, so we'll see you soon. The next one, keep up the green candles, and we'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for letting me crash your party.
Of course, it's your party too, man.
Yes, sir. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
All right, let's see. So I'll stop sharing that for a little bit. Oh, there we go. I accidentally did Gary. Let's do that one. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Just trying to get everything sorted on my end. It's really hard to try and do a live stream while doing all this work at the same time. So having you guys here definitely helps.
You definitely need to figure out how to host other people.
Yeah.
Because I've said that before in like our live streams. I'm like, I don't know. It's really hard to host and push buttons and do the things all at the same time. You need more than one person. Hey!
Yeah. Hey, I just saw we had somebody else join, so I'm like, oh, well, let's bring him up.
It's one of my other favorite peoples.
How's it going?
Hey, what's going on? Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah. I would love, you know what? I was going to say, I would love for Rob to introduce himself. I just jumped in and didn't even introduce myself to anyone. I'm just here.
Well, why don't you guys both introduce yourself and share a little bit about what you guys are up to?
Gentlemen first.
No, after you, Lynn. You're the first one here.
Sure. Okay. So for anyone watching who doesn't know who I am, which I'm sure it's most of you, my name is Lynn Mosqueda. I am founder of Moon Thread Studios, co-founder of Abante Productions, and co-founder of The Creators. I do TV, film, documentaries. So I'm a filmmaker. I am also a semi-ish dev, and I do a lot of work for The Creators. I don't even know what else to say. I've been in the entertainment industry since I was 5 years old, so I'm used to like doing all the things. And so I'm here to support Rex and Driven Labo and the Buster Token because this project excites me to no end. That's me. Ta-da!
Sweet. Nice one. Well, yeah, my name's Rob, one of the co-founders of Illust. Illust is a decentralized AR publishing studio. So we have a software where you can create and deploy augmented reality experiences to any location in the world. So kind of think of it like a Pokemon Go for culture. And yeah, we employ browser-based technology, blockchain, and latest and greatest from AR to make it happen. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of different like citywide activations where we work with like public arts departments to deploy artwork. And then we've been doing a lot of events, music, hospitality, and yeah, really kind of interested in this idea of how we can bring more culture to physical locations by or digital culture to physical locations by using AR. So that's what we've been on.
Nice. Lynn's been telling me a lot about you guys and what you're doing, and
oh my God, this is the first time you guys have met, isn't it? Holy crap! Welcome to liveness, and I have not done my job appropriately. My bad. Rex meet Rob, Rob meet Rex. Did it? All
good. Yeah, likewise. Yeah, I mean, we've got some things on our roadmap to incorporate AR into our app, and I think that you guys sound like you have the chops to do what we are looking at doing.
Incredible. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, I feel like right now the timing is definitely right when it comes to AR. I mean, AI has definitely had its time in the sun. The other acronym AR, I mean, we talk about AR from like a mobile-based AR. So a lot of people might get confused with MR, which is kind of like the head-mounted display, the Apple Vision Pro, which you don't necessarily need to have physical hardware outside of a smartphone to be able to still have a pretty high fidelity experience. And up until recently, I mean, for the most part, there are platforms like Zapbar or Eighth Wall who've been really pushing the boundaries when it comes to at least browser-based AR experiences. But for the most part, at least initially, all of them were gatekept by the major, basically FANG. So you had Meta's platform, which RIP, in because they closed down their platform, they essentially removed support for millions of works of art and culture in one basically snap of the fingers. So that really, initially that was kind of the red flag. So I helped back in 2019 as a consultant to help them launch Spark AR, bringing their software to unique installations. And when artists were publishing to their platform, they were assigning away all of their creator property essentially in a galaxy-wide perpetuity exclusive license. And so it's pretty messed up. Even though it was a great tool, it's really cool. As a canvas company, they basically said, if you paint on this canvas, we own your artwork. And that was also kind of the situation for the other centralized platforms. So our goal going forward from that experience in 2019 was how can we decentralize AR and make it stand alone on its own 2 feet where creators are treated appropriately.
Nice. Yeah, that's the beautiful part about decentralized technology is give the power back to the creators.
Yeah, 100%. Because I am, again, so being in the entertainment industry since I was 5 years old, I have a lot of real world experience in how all of that works, from music to film to modeling to dancing and other things. So, like, creators make the world go round. I'm sorry, but the builders and the creators, they're the ones who make it happen. And it has gone on far too long where those creators and builders have been taken advantage of, and that's not cool.
Definitely. So I'd be curious to like maybe do a quick brainstorming session with you, Rob, on like some of the things that we're thinking about doing for AR in our platform, and maybe you see some ways that we could take it even further. So we are, through our platform, offering fractional ownership of rare investment grade collector cars. And so by owning a share of the car, you are a legitimate fractional owner. And we want to give a lot of really fun perks to those people that own these vehicles. So one of the things that we were thinking about doing is, within the app, you could like basically pin your car like in your garage, or I guess what the word for it is, I'm going to call it geopin. And then, or maybe even when you go to a car show, if you're taking pictures of cars, you could like pin it in a spot and like show through your phone the car at the car show in an AR way.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I love all that. And when you're fractionalizing the car, is it like a fractional ownership of the title? Is it like what? Is it off like the legal paperwork, or what's kind of the idea there? And then what kind of blockchain format is the ownership come into, like ERC20 for fractionalization, or any other maybe more exotic contracts you're using?
Yeah, to answer your last question first, it is an ERC20, so makes it highly fungible. So you could own less than a full share, or you could own a full share, and each car is going to be tokenized into only 64 shares. So it makes it kind of prestigious to be among a small group of people that have accumulated a full share to get the best perks of being a co-owner. And then from the let's say the legal standpoint, we have our cars owned by a Wyoming registered DAO LLC, and so it's on the balance sheet and owned legally by that DAO, and so you're getting they're effectively governance tokens for the DAO, and you being a member of the DAO are by default, or kind of becoming a de facto co-owner of the vehicle.
Nice. That's so cool. I love it. Gotta love Wyoming as well. But that's great. Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a world where if there's the compositing of the car, and then displaying that through AR, and then you could have even little miniatures. You could have the full scale of the car. You could change up. With our studio, you could even kind of like remix the car as well, and you can maybe if you want to give it its own paint job, or you want to like, I don't know, blast it with its own graphics, or maybe you have digital art and you want to be canvassed on the paint car wrap. You can kind of do that with our AR tools, just to like visualize it, and yeah, bring it to life, and then share it around. Yeah, we're actually talking to like a really large car show that happens in Vegas every year, and they're pretty keen to give people that opportunity to really visualize their car ownership in different locations without having to necessarily move it. And that's one of the fun things about AR is that I guess you pay for gas in a different way with AR in terms of blockchain versus at your local Exxon. But it's there's a lot that you can do with that in terms of like different styles, different like ways of tying it to merchandise as well. So you can do like image targets. So if there's anything physical, you could also have experiences come out of that because you're training it off the target or the logo or the contract or whatever it might be. There's face paint you could do if there's a race coming on. there's so much to play around with.
The car like coming across your face.
Yeah. Exactly.
And like the windows are where the eyes are, right? Let's paint a car on my face. Can we do that?
Yeah, here's an idea that I had. So one of the things we're going to be launching in our phase 2 is the ability for people with certain types of cars, like cars that have like a large following, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Like popular tuner cars, let's say, can register their car on the blockchain. So we're going to do an on-chain registry. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to give people access to something where they could like take pictures or video of their car, and it would overlay like a livery or like a graphics on the car. Is that doable?
Yeah, I mean, there's a version of that we could do now where we could actually stream. We could stream a video texture to the car, and then that video texture could be a live. It could be a live texture, so like live streaming video. So like in theory, I could actually stream the conversation we're having right now into an AR scene projected onto canvas around the car. So
that's cool.
You can do that with video, and yeah, I mean, if it's like a slideshow, you can just so, yeah. You can do that.
Awesome. And do you think most of this stuff should happen through the phone at this point? I think that's like the preferred.
Yeah, I mean, we'll let Apple and Meta and Snap duke it out when it comes to the wearables. And actually, Samsung now entering the ring with their partnership with Google for the Android XR. But yeah, so while that's happening, their incentive is to drop prices as much as possible so that folks can access it. But in the meantime, it's one of those things where I feel like we're like, oh yeah, it's 5-10 years away, and then it's just gonna happen tomorrow. And we'll be like, oh, here we go. Wearables are at a scale now that it makes sense to just be focused on device native, or excuse me, like HMD native experiences versus mobile native.
Yeah.
But we're still a little ways away because batteries heat up. It's a lot of processing power, and it's pretty dang expensive for someone who's coming into this where they're maybe not, unless they're like super nerding out about AR or they're a creator themselves, there's no real incentive because there's not the supported developer ecosystem quite yet for those technologies to have enough games and experiences to activate.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, they're super cool to bring to events and like get people to go through. So I do think there's still a world where for like experiential and pop-ups, head-mounted display, like wearable AR still definitely has a lane. It's still very much novelty. Not a lot of people have gone through and had those experiences. So but that's always a function of, hey, you have someone on site, kind of walking people through, troubleshooting with them, people will have a really great experience. But if they're at home, mobile device, plenty fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have a buddy who's man, he's just a major geek, one of the smartest people I know, and he has been the last few years building a an AR headset that you could actually put into. He has a prototype that's in a helmet, so you're viewing the screen through a helmet. Has two screens here, and then like a lens that it reflects on. And so while you're driving, it's projecting data directly in front of you out in space, and um, like spatially mapping things that are going on in front of you. So you can like, in racing games, you can, a lot of times they'll show you like the optimal line to take or the braking points and things like that. So it's kind of designed to be like a wearable heads-up display for drivers.
So sick. Yeah, I'm wondering whatever happened to those Oakley glasses that they used to have for snowboarding. Where they had like a whole head-mounted display tied into the goggles. But I love it. I mean, it's only going to get more and more sleek and less invasive, and also appreciated. Facebook Meta just invested $3 billion in the parent company for Ray-Ban. So clearly they're taking a line in the sand of what they're trying to be doing. That's where they're staking their future on the future of wearables as XR or MR.
All right. So I'm going to chime in and say, what do you guys have as far as thought for Paul Walker's car and Illust being inside the Creators Grand Prix game and how all that can function? That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious thing is just to make it a drivable car in the game. So we'll be digitizing it here before long and have it available to not only Creators GP, but a lot of different Web3 racing games. So owners can drive the car that they are a fractional owner of in a variety of different experiences. And we may even be doing something along the lines where they could be the source of generating the in-game assets to sell to others, so they get like a revenue stream by maybe staking tokens, and then they can periodically mint a new one and then sell it on the secondary market, something like that. Some ideas we're playing with.
Nice. I mean, for us, the obvious thing is let's stick a controller in the AR scene so you can drive it around in AR.
That's what I want to see.
So yeah, that right off the cuff, that'd be pretty awesome. And then just supporting along the way. I mean, we can have it set up where it's I don't know, we could quote unquote do like a digital Route 66, and we just tour it from one part of the coast to the other coast in the U.S. at least. Getting some cool photos and content, tie it to like different major cities. We could have, there's a few things. We'll definitely dig a little deeper and bring in my business partner, who's also our creative director, to talk some nonsense Bollocks, given his British his British demeanor, but nonetheless brilliance. So.
I love Tim. Just as a side note, I love Tim. Rex, you're gonna adore Tim. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Class act.
Looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, we're definitely here for it, and with a little bit of time, we can definitely help support what we can.
Now, do we have an update on the 3D asset? Because I am hoping for the car to be in the Grand Prix game for On-Chain Summit.
Yeah, that's coming up. We're like a little under 2 months. Yeah. I mean, this launch has been taking all of my effort, all of my time and energy to get us here. And now that this is done, and we're off to the races, as they say. We can turn our focus to that. So hopefully we can get that done in time. We're still looking for an artist to handle that side of things. So, I think we'll have to talk about who you've got lined up. Maybe we can get them on the project.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of compositing and 3D rendering of the car.
Exactly, yeah. We could go a couple ways with it. One is we could do like a 3D scan of the car. The other is that we could probably find an open source model that we modify however we want. That might actually be the easier way of going about it.
Yeah. Where is the car located, if you're able to disclose that?
Yeah, it's at my business partner's shop in Denver.
In Denver. Okay. Well, we definitely have a lot of relationships there, 3D artist relationships there. I'm sure we could find like a warehouse grade 3D scanning facility. I know of one in Los Angeles. I know of one in New York. But yeah, we could think about that. If it's in Denver, I'm sure we could tap in with the community there.
Okay.
I have a conversation with their arts district tomorrow, so I could throw that one on their radar. Hey, do you know of any facilities or any vendors that can scan something like a vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna poke around in the community as well, because we know a lot of really awesome 3D artists. I mean, we have Roaring 20s who did the F1 racing car that's currently in the game. He is incredibly talented. He's not in the States, but yeah, he's probably gonna be the first one I ping then.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get in touch and see what we can do.
Awesome. Because you're still planning on being at On-Chain Summit just in general, right? You're taking the car or not?
Oh, absolutely.
Your car.
Yeah, I'm taking my car. So about a 4-hour drive for me. Not terrible.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Be the first road trip in my car since fully rebuilding it.
Would you like to share what car that is? Okay.
Yeah, it's a 97 Nissan 240SX, otherwise known as a Sylvia. They've become extremely rare because in that model year, there was only 3,700 of them made. Vast majority were turned into race cars and wrecked. Race cars don't have a very long life. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was only about 1,000 left on the road. I've got a little Hot Wheel of it right here. And my wife got me this, it's a Lego of it. Oh, there we go.
That's awesome.
That I built the other day.
Oh my God.
And then, let's see, we can see it right here. Parked right out there.
Nice.
A little blurry, but you
Okay,
can see
now
it.
speaking of your wife, is she gonna join you on the road trip?
We are talking about that. We've got a house full of animals and teenage girls, so it's might be hard for her to break away, but we're trying to figure out how to make it work.
Hold on, this is new information for me. Not to get totally off topic, but I want to know how you said a house full of animals.
Mm-hmm.
How many is a house full for you?
We've got 2 dogs and a cat and a fish.
Oh, you need to catch up.
Yeah, although my dogs are they have the energy of 3 dogs each. They're border collie Australian cattle dog mix, so they are a handful.
Okay, all right. Because I have 2 dogs and 4 cats.
Whoa!
I know.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I want to know what your version of house full of animals is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good for us for now.
I'm kind of done for a long time.
Yeah.
Like a long time.
So we'll try and get her out there, but we'll see if we need that home care. But I mean, I'm excited to go, and I think she would have a great time as well.
Awesome. Okay, and how far is San Francisco from you, Rob?
Like, probably about 6 hours, 6 or 7 hour drive from Los Angeles, depending on the route for sure. If we go coast, it'll probably be up to like 8 or 9 hours, I think. But it's also a pretty beautiful drive along the coast. So, yeah, maybe we'll make a trip of it. But I haven't been up to SF in a hot minute, so definitely excited to drop in, say some hi to friends, and vibe out for the event.
Yeah, we're finalizing the things that we are doing, and I don't want to give anything away because it's not final, but we'll be there with the things in the game and the doing stuff. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a burrito in the Mission area.
Did you say a burrito?
Yeah, I really want to get a burrito in like the Mission area. I guess that's where I didn't realize it, but I might be completely off base here, but at least burritos were introduced to California through the Mission, or at least Chipotle was like they were playing off of like initially playing off of that setup. But I heard that the other day, and I logged that into back of my brain for next time I'm in SF. I gotta hit it up. So clearly I'm hungry right now because that's the first thing that came to mind. But
with a burrito. That's okay. I haven't eaten all day either, and it's 5 p.m. where I'm at. So.
Oh man, yeah, same here. My wife brought me a little plate of food before this stream started, and I haven't even touched it.
Aw, I like just through you. I love your wife.
Me too.
All right. So how's Buster Token going? What are you working on? What buttons are you pushing over there, Rex?
I am still going back and forth between Dex Tools and Dex Screener to get this thing going. Just kind of double checking everything is correct. Probably should have had this done sooner because I know people like to see those things on a token when they start trading, and I haven't done it yet. So kind of important. So yeah, just trying to get this wrapped up.
where are you deploying a token through?
It's on Uniswap V2.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a little bit earlier.
Good girl. Are you busted yet?
I am so busted. So there's a story about that, Rob. We talked about it in the interview because I interviewed, sort of. We chatted for like 45 minutes while we were at NFT NYC. So they have a Discord where they do a lot of. I feel like that's where like all the announcements come out first is in their Discord, and they have quests that you can do to earn tokens and stuff. So I went into their Discord and I was doing the quest, and their bot hates me, just so that you know. But there was a moment in Discord where I was like, good morning, and, chatter going. And Rex decided to wish someone else a good morning. That said good morning. I said good morning. And I was like, what am I, chopped liver? And Rex was like, yes, but I love chopped liver. And I was like, okay, forgiven. But in that chat, because I'm such a nerd, I had just thrown out there, I was like, I cannot get ready to be busted on Buster. And I was like, I'm coining that. We're going to run with that one. Because I really like the way it sounded. So there's I finally got busted on Buster today.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it works well because the whole idea of the term Buster comes from Fast and Furious, and it was originally meant to be an insult, and then it ended up becoming kind of a term of endearment. So we're taking the idea of, getting busted sounds like getting wrecked, but it's we're turning something that sounds bad and making it good.
Exactly.
Love it. That's dope. It's also the name of my first pet, so that's also
Oh, really?
some points right there. Yeah,
Nice.
Buster the Jack Russell Terrier. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so there's 2 reasons, 3 now. So that's great. We'll have to take a look, and like as far as like the community roadmap or anything, is there where can I go to learn more?
Well, go to our X account is based Buster Coin, and then you could also go to well, we've got the white paper on there. You scroll down a little bit, you'll find a link to that. It's probably the best place to go. I also did I update it on the website? I should have. I've been doing so many different things.
Yeah.
I went through the website in order to get where to buy Buster today.
Oh, okay.
So if that's what you were
Okay.
half thought thinking, you did update that, so there's that much.
Yeah, we've got it listed on a couple places. Let's see here. Let's give me a second.
So, and we have a question in the audience. Am I right in thinking that all my Discord points and everyone else's will convert to Buster?
That's right. So yeah, our Discord community is gamified, and so by participating in like quests and tasks and contests, people will earn Buster. And if you just show up every day and are, you know, like a valuable member of the community, we'll shoot you some Buster points. And then there will be a redemption window that opens. We haven't determined the cadence of when that's going to happen, but it'll probably be a few days every couple of weeks where people can go in and redeem their points, and they'll be traded 1-for-1 for Buster tokens.
I love it. I did, I think, the first quest, and that's where the bot got really mad at me. And then today the bot got mad at me again because I went to go. I will talk in GIF. I will have whole conversations with GIFs alone. And so I went into the Discord this morning to post it wasn't the today's the day GIF. It was something about today, since you were doing your relaunch today. Mm-hmm. And the bot immediately got mad and sent me a message of posting links and gave me that like red man face thing. And I was like, oh, you're pissed. That bot hates me.
Yeah, he's a little overzealous. We need to, get him back into training.
But I do need to go back and do some questing. I just always multitask like 100 different things at any given moment. So it's been hard for me.
Excuse my typing, just replying back to somebody real quick.
Oh no, that's okay. I've been doing the same thing. I told you, like I'm working to my left and I'm working to my right as I'm on here with you. So how much longer are you doing the thing?
The plan was to go until 3:30, so another 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I do have a lot of work to do. This was harder than I anticipated to multitask while live streaming. So
streaming hard.
Yeah, so I might jump off here and finish up all these things. So we've got everything buttoned up.
Awesome. Well, I'm super happy that the two of you finally met. And I don't know why I had it in my head that y'all did already, because I've been talking about you to each other for weeks now, and I'm doing a terrible job at doing the things.
All good. We're here now, and I'm stoked to see where we can take this. A lot of good stuff to work with here.
Absolutely. So,
awesome.
Yeah, let's definitely keep in touch and figure out some fun ways to incorporate AR into what we're building.
Perfect, man. Sounds like a plan. Well, yeah, Lynn, thanks for inviting us over, and yeah, I'm excited to see. I think on-chain summit's going to be pretty fun to see this all come to life and manifest physically IRL.
Yes.
Outside of just the live streams, but we'll probably have that too. So.
I know, but I have had the privilege to meet you in real life already, right. Which was a super awesome like lunch date meeting thing. And the first thing I did was gave Rob a big old hug, and he's like 4 times my size, so that was fun. But I'm a hugger. Like when I meet people, I'm like, I just don't want to love everyone.
Lynn's holding it down in Texas, and I imagine, Rex, are you in Nevada? If it's only 4 hours for.
Yep, I'm up in the Tahoe region.
Oh, nice.
On the Nevada side. But pretty soon I'm actually moving out to Austin as well. So Lynn and I are going to be neighbors.
There you go.
I can't wait for this one.
Awesome.
Rex and I are having a lot of side chats
Mhm.
about things in the future, especially once he gets here.
Perfect.
But
Awesome.
number one, the most important thing is to give me a ride in the car.
There you go.
I'm putting it in the contract. Moonthread Studios will work for you as long as I keep getting rides in the car. He's just busy.
Yeah, sorry. Multitasking over here.
You're all good. Well, if you're about to sign off, here's your tip for live streaming. You got to have like a call to action, a thank you for coming, I love you bitches, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I do want to drop a little bit of alpha.
Sweet.
So let me go pull this up real quick.
Drum roll.
There it is. And Lynn, you probably will know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I share it.
Oh my God, yes.
So as we are going to be moving to Austin, one of the most famous tracks in the country is COTA, Circuit of the Americas. And big plan for what we're doing at Driven is to have a facility where we keep all of our cars, where we host events, where people can come through and view the collection, and, you know, just do, you know, all sorts of amazing activations. And we are looking at getting a spot at COTA. This is the Turn 11 COTA car community. And you get these little condos. They're called car condos. They come in different sizes. So not sure which one we're going to be able to afford just yet, but definitely want to go bigger if possible. But I think this is going to be the perfect place to have the headquarters for Driven. We can keep our collection there. We can have members come and watch races with us, because this is on a hill that's right outside of Turn 11 at COTA. It has a viewing platform for all the races. So we'll have big events during the F1 race and during, you know, all the other races they have throughout the year. Yeah, so like here's the floor plan, lots of units still available. And the really cool part is, because we are an RWA project, the plan is to make this real estate property an RWA. So you can own, share, be a co-owner of the Driven headquarters.
I cannot wait for this. I've been to that track many times, obviously, but I may or may not know some people, so I won't share secrets, but I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. When I discovered this, I was like, this is it. This is the place. We're going to make this happen. So not only will you be able to be a co-owner in rare collector cars, but also be a co-owner of our facility as well. And, you know, real estate's a very popular thing to tokenize these days. So I think we've got something special here.
Yeah, absolutely. And then once you come to Austin, and we're going to set up a whole lot of content and educational series and do all the fun things that we were talking about in New York. And this is such a pretty facility. It's the perfect place for you. Sorry, we're just going to will it into existence.
Yep, just going to make it happen.
Wow.
So I thought that was some pretty
Congrats.
good alpha to go out with.
I love it.
Nice. Well, we had some games and some giveaways and things that we were planning on doing. We'll probably do another live stream in the next few days to do that, since I really need to get to work. and make sure I finish buttoning up everything on this token launch. So definitely go join our Discord community. That's where you're going to get all of the early alpha and be able to earn Buster points, redeemable for Buster, and join in on some of these like contests, giveaways, games, what have you, in the very near future.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for inviting me to come on here. I've had a lot of fun with you, and I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for coming. You always bring the good vibes, so I was happy you were able to hang out for pretty much the entire stream.
I tried. I know I was a little late, but I was trying to. Honestly, I was trying to finish your video. I was like, I have to get at least one clip from that interview done.
Yeah,
that's why I was late.
Well, it was well worth it. I appreciate the effort you put into it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And you also have it in your Telegram, and I will share a drive and stuff with you because I'm just going to start dropping stuff in. Yeah.
All right. Sweet. All right. Well, I guess let's see. What call to actions do I need to do? It's been a while since I've live streamed.
Okay.
Follow us on X. That's Basebuster Coin and Driven Labo. We've got 2 accounts, one for the main company and one for our ecosystem token. What else we got, Lynn?
Also your personal account, Rex_Racer.
Yes, it's REXT_Racer, Rext Racer. Rex Racer wasn't taken, so I had to get a little creative with the with my name on X. And
website, drvnlabo.xyz, drivenlabo.xyz. And if you haven't purchased any Buster tokens, well, feel free to go do so.
Now's the time.
Go do the thing. What else?
Go ahead and pull up the website. Yeah, so
yes.
Driven Labos, the company. Driven Vehicles is our app where you will be able to buy, sell, trade shares of rear cars and do a lot of other fun things. Driven Culture is our publication and media side. So we're working on ramping up a lot more content there. But currently you can go and subscribe to our newsletter. That's honestly the best place to get our updates. It comes out every Friday morning. We're on, I think we have 82 newsletters out so far. So some great car content that covers everything in the car culture, from motorsports, IRL events, community member cars, automotive Web3, video games, sim racing, you name it. So definitely go check that out and subscribe. And then also our vehicle acquisition partner, RevHard Motors. Josh was on the stream earlier. So this is where we are able to get access to some of the best JDM cars in the world, hands down. He's got the connections. And also, if you're ever looking for getting your dream car, he's the guy to go to talk to. He also accepts crypto to purchase your cars, of course. So yeah, that's everything that we've got in our ecosystem right now is Driven Culture, Driven Vehicles, RevHard Motors, and of course the Buster token. And I guess I'll throw in a little chill for the Founders Club keys. So this is an NFT collection that gets you a ton of perks, lifetime membership to a variety of different benefits, and front of line access every time we release a car. So there's only 165 keys available, and come in at different price points with different levels of perks. I won't bore you by going through all this right now. You can go to drivenlabo.xyz and then find it in the top there, the Driven Founders Club keys. But everybody who purchases a key gets an airdrop of Buster tokens and, fractional share of Paul Walker's Ferrari. So we got lots in the works.
Nicely done. Good job, sir. I think you covered all the things.
I think so too. All right, cool. Well, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, keep an eye out for another live stream here coming in a few days. I think we'll just play some games, do some challenges, some contests, what have you, and give away some Buster.
Awesome. Well, everyone, have a lovely rest of your day. Go get busted on Buster.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And all of a sudden I lost my camera. Hold on. Sometimes it just tries to go connect to my phone. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, I'm back. All right. Yeah, well, that'll do it. Thanks for hanging out. We're going on 3 hours for this stream. I think that's pretty good. And I am curious. I'm going to check in real quick and see how many people
8:55.
8:55? Not bad. Not bad at all. So, all right. It's been fun. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Robbie. And Gary, they're doing all of the community management side of things. So,
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, this was awesome. Actually, at the moment, as you mentioned about giveaways, we actually were doing some giveaways on my end, but that was through the inside the Labo, our Discord community. So no worries, that was taken care of. But either way,
awesome.
Thank you guys for joining us, and Lynn, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. Robbie, also the same. Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we'll catch you soon.
See y'all.
Okay. Cheers.